So, do any of them work? Well, Dr. Lustig says, fat chance. Today I'm going to take some information from Robert Lustig's book called Fat Chance, and we're going to talk about obesity. Obesity, the way the world thinks about it, is that person's personal responsibility. And there is an entire table of blame that he talks about. The table of blame and all of these different things that go with it. At the head of the table is gluttons and sloths. They eat too much and they don't do anything. And that's the way people think about obesity. The health insurance companies have decided that obesity is a lifestyle decision and they will not pay for lifestyle and behavior. The medical professions believe that obesity is because of lifestyle and they can't do anything about obesity, but obesity causes metabolic syndrome. The physicians believe that behavior causes it and therefore it is the fault of the patient. The obesity profiteers are everywhere. They are there with all the diet companies, all of even the gyms, the equipment, anybody who makes money off of someone who is overweight. Now, it's not always wrong. Even the surgeons do it. You know, the doctors do it. The diet pills do it. But not every one of them is wrong. But it's not right to make profit. And people who are obese will pay big bucks to get over being obese. None of these profiteers have long-term solutions. Everyone loses a quick 13 pounds or a quick 5 pounds or keep it off for a little while. Even Biggest Loser, most of them gain them back. So, do any of them work? Well, Dr. Lustig says, fat chance. The fat activists have the slogans, be fit and fat, be fat and proud. And they've got all kinds of programs out there to advocate for the obese person. One of the things they're doing is boycotting or doing funding that will keep the funding down for research. They don't want to research something that they feel is normal. The next one is the commercial food companies. Number one, everyone is responsible for what goes into their own mouth. Whatever they put in there, it's their responsibility. Number two, any food can be part of a balanced diet. And food is cheap. If food is cheap, then it's accessible. And hey, it works. And they make lots and lots of money. Food is a commodity. The seventh seat at our table of blame is the federal government. The federal government is really conflicted. They do not know what to do with all of this. Here's some of the reasons or the things that have happened. The USDA doesn't take any blame of responsibility for anything that's happened with obesity. The science that they based everything on was completely false. The food pyramids have been done away with, and what they've replaced them with is just a sad replacement of that. Also, they want to keep food cheap because that's what helps the government, the world grow. If they can feed their people. And the cheaper the food is, then the longer the shelf life, the more processed food it is. This is our table of blame. Each of these stakeholders feel the same way. It's your responsibility, everything that happens to you. And it's your fault and you have failed. So what Robert Lustig has done in the next phase is this. Obesity is not a choice. Diet and exercise don't work. The exercise epidemic has become a pandemic. Even animals that are closed in areas and being raised domestically are gaining weight. The poor pay more, and the greatest rate of obesity is happening with children, babies. This is not their personal responsibility. There's an amazing piece of information that has been discovered that is so wonderful that it's all completely scientific based, and I feel almost vindicated, and every other person who has gained weight and not been able to lose it will feel vindicated. And it is about, it's what Dr. Lustig calls the Holy Grail. Whoops! The Holy Grail of obesity. And it is called leptin. Leptin. It's a protein on our fat cells. And I am so excited to teach you about it. Not tomorrow, but the next day. Bye.